and today we are going to be rebuilding the Utah Jazz after they drafted Darryn Peterson with the second pick in the 2026 draft. So let's get straight into the video. These will be the minutes for the team. Overall, we're a pretty balanced side. A lot of good to decent players. Our star players are really Jaren Jackson Jr., Lauri Markkanen, and Keontae George. But we do have obviously Darryn Peterson and Ace Bailey who are good and coming up. So yeah, we're having a bit of a rough start to the season, but that's kind of expected. We're not the greatest team in the world, and it is the first season, so never expect anything good in the first season. As we're halfway through January, we've got 15 wins. As we close towards the trade deadline, I mean, let's have a look who's doing good. Keontae George, 17 a night, playing 32 minutes. Lauri Markkanen's fell off a bit, 15 a night, not particularly great on 31 minutes. Jaren Jackson, 17 a night as well. Ace Bailey, only 12 a night. Isaiah Collier, 8 a night. A lot of players doing pretty bad. Darryn Peterson is getting 17 a night in his first season on 31 minutes, so we're pretty good from him. I don't know if we're going to make any trades. I think we might trade Lauri because he's getting a bit old. He might go down in rating, and he's on 50 million a year. So let's try and look for replacements forward for him. Michael Porter, that might be an option. Josh Giddey, that's actually seems like a decent offer. I might take that offer. Carl Flipowski, he's an alright player, but Nicholas Claxton is pretty good. I'm going to do this trade. Josh Giddey is joining the Utah Jazz as our... Oh, where are we going to play him though? Right. You know what? We're going to try and trade off Yusuf Nurkic because I don't think he's particularly the best. And now we've got Nick Claxton, so there's no point having him here. We can try and get someone young. Josh Minnow, he's an underrated player, to be fair. We'll pick him up. I think that's kind of a realistic trade. Right, we're going to make Jaren Jackson the 5. We're going to convert Jackson Hayes to the 4, so it balances it out a bit. And then Ace Bailey can go to the 3, as he is 6'9". And then we're going to... That's hard, though, because now we've got Josh Giddey and Keontae George. But I don't really rate Keontae George, if I'm being honest. So I think I'm going to trade Keontae away. Sounds like a crazy thing to do, but I just don't really rate the bloke. Jared McCain's a good option. We can get Amen Thompson. Quite good at his defense side of things. Anyone else up for grabs who's good here? I don't think that's realistic. I think we'd have to give... I think we'd have to give them a first rounder and a second rounder to make it a bit realistic. So that is a realistic trade. We now have Amen Thompson on board. And Peterson is kind of the backup too, but it probably won't be for long. It's a bit hard now. Sounds crazy, but I think we're going to put Peterson coming off the bench, but he's still going to play like 30 minutes or so. So Giddey's going to play about 33. And then Cody Williams, sorry mate, you're not playing. And then who is our power forwards? Jackson Hayes, Josh Minnow, and Cody Williams. So Cody Williams actually going to be starting, which is pretty ridiculous, but oh well. He's going to play like 26 minutes, and Jackson Hayes will fill the rest for about 22. Darryn Jackson's probably got to play a bit more. And then Nick Claxton plays 16 minutes a night. And our shooting guard. Oh shit, we still got Amen Thompson to give minutes. Forgot about that. Right. So I don't think Jackson Hayes will play many games then. Amen Thompson's gonna play a bit more minutes, about 32. But we're gonna actually play him over Ace Bailey. Not Ace Bailey, Darryn Peterson, sorry. I'm going to make his secondary position small forward. And then, is Ace Bailey good at... Is he better at the foot? No. Yeah, just do that. So, that's the lineup after the trade deadline. Seems pretty decent. So let's get simming then and see what we can do. We're having a better second half of the season. Picking up a few more wins now. As we are still the 11th seed. But now we're on a bit of a losing streak, actually. A big losing streak. As we get to the end of the season, 32 games won. Wemby MVP. Darius Acuff wins Rookie of the Year, averaging 20 points a night, 7 assists. That's really good from the 7th overall pick. Out of Arkansas. We're not in the playoffs, so we're just going to sim. And in the final, it's the Rockets beat the Pistons, and the Pistons sweep the Rockets 4-0. Cabin's finals MVP. What's this rule? Change the number of fouls required before a player fouls out to 1. That's pretty mad. I'll say, wait, I still don't understand that. Change the number of fouls required before player to 1. I don't get what that means. Does that mean if they make one foul, they're just fouled out already? Right, that makes absolutely no sense. But anyway, to the draft lottery now. We have the 6th pick. I don't mind that. Let's go to the draft then. Right, so I changed the foul out rule back to 6. Because having a foul out rule at 1 is pretty fucking ridiculous. Anyway, to the draft. We do have the 6th pick. But I want to trade up here. I want to give up the 6th pick, Isaiah Collier. That's possible, which isn't. That's brilliant. What that Bryce Sensabaugh? No. Nick Claxton. And I want to go grab the 2nd overall pick. If I can find it. How did OKC have the 2nd pick? It's actually mad. Right. Do you reckon we get the 3rd pick off of... Who has the 3rd pick? The Wizards. We can't, because he's fucking too expensive, little bastard. John Concar. And the 2nd... Wait, they can't afford anyone. So we're going to have to just... We're just going to stack up on first rounders then. No one can afford like any players. Nah, let's just stick with the 6th, but I can't be asked to just fuck around. Let's... Oh, all the good players are actually gone, I think. Yeah. That's a bit annoying because I wanted to pick up... Brandon McCoy. But what does this team actually need? We need a power forward, I think. So, I mean, Ollerton is here, but he's not really potential-wise, ain't really great. So, he can play power forward. But he's 5'5", but that's just a glitch. I'll edit his height. I'm going to pick up Anthony Thompson because he can play the 4, and he's good at shooting and rebounding, so that's kind of what we need. So we pick him up with the 6th pick. We also have the 38th pick. So I don't know why Daily Swain's on this still. Let's pick up Oscar Wembanyama, Victor's brother. That's our 2 draft picks done. Coley Williams. He actually did it right this season. I don't rate Isaiah Collier though one bit, so I don't know. I'm not going to re-sign him. Josh Minnow, he's a good player. Right, into the free agency. What do we need on this team? We have a lot of small forwards. Jackson Hayes might have to go back and sit a bench, as we have to make one of these lot go to the 4. Might have to be Anthony Thompson, as who can slide to the backup for Josh Giddey? Because we have Amen Thompson. I'm gonna try and trade away John Concar for a first rounder. Now we need a backup point guard. I'll take on Colin Sexton. I don't mind that. And then Scotty Pippen, we can pick him up from the G League on about 3 million. This is a good decent roster. Right, progression. Peterson up 8, and then up 1. Ace Bailey up 3. Cody up 3. No, 4, sorry. This is good progression. The only player that goes down is Josh Okogie. So I don't mind that. Into next season then. Into the new season. Let's adjust the minutes. I want Josh Giddey playing a bit more this season. But Colin Sexton also is here. He's a good player. We have a lot of good players off the bench. Emin Thompson. I want Peterson starting though. He's 90 rated. That's the hard thing. So I might slide Ace Bailey to the 4. He goes down rating, but it's not really my fault. It can make him 86. It's a bit unfair actually. What do we do now? Cody William. Now we're gonna slide Amen to the 3. And can Bryce Sensabaugh be the backup shooting guard? Yeah. And then we can put Anthony Thompson as the 3, as we did select him with the 6th pick. I want to see how he does. Right. So everyone is playing who we want to play. Cody Williams should not be playing 29 minutes. Very sorry to break that, mate. Ace Bailey can play 29. Cody Williams can play 19 at best. Nicholas Claxton can play about 17. Bryce Sensabaugh is our backup, as Peterson is here. So he can play 16 off the bench. Sexton, he can play 18. But we need Josh Giddey playing games. That's the problem. So Giddey's playing 32. And we have 14 minutes remaining for a small forward to play. So that looks like Anthony Thompson's role. As now we have a good side. I give Anthony Thompson 13 and give 1 more minute to Amen, because we need him on the court. So let's sim through the season now. We started off pretty bad, like always, but now we're going on a good win streak. Into January, we've only lost 9 games so far. We are the 4th seed. Now we lost 10. But it looks like we're battling for that 1 seed. Loads of teams in this conference. Who actually are we battling, as we literally are at the trade deadline? We're battling the Thunder and the Spurs, the Lakers, the Rockets for this 2 seed. We're battling the Thunder, which is mental. Darryn Peterson 19 a night. Amen 11 a night. He's not shooting the ball, but he's doing his defensive work. Jaren Jackson 18 a night. Giddey 17. Ace Bailey goes up again. Cody Williams down as expected. Colin Sexton 11 points in 17 minutes off the bench. Overall, it's pretty decent. Anthony Thompson, in 30 minutes, he's getting 5 points for 4 rebounds. That's pretty good from him. No trades at the trade deadline. So we're going to sim straight to the contract deadline. Anyone contracts? Nicholas Claxton. Jackson Hayes. Do you want to re-sign him? Yeah, we can re-sign him. So now we go to the end of the season. We almost won 50 games in our second season. We're still battling for that 3 seed now. I think OKC have pulled away a bit. Wemby MVP. LeBaron Philon wins Rookie of the Year. He mustn't have played last year for the Philadelphia 76ers. We are the 4th seed. We just about missed out to the Spurs on the 3 seed. As in Game 1, we faced the Phoenix Suns, who have Devin Booker and Kamal Malawach. No one else really on that team. We should beat this lot. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. And Game 4 we sweep the Phoenix Suns. Now the Dallas Mavericks, who will be a harder game. Keep a flag, who is already a 95. Derek Lively and Kyrie still playing. We should still win this, I think, but Cooper might put up a good fight with the Mavs. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to the Mavs. Game 3 goes to the Mavs. Game 4 goes to the Mavs. So we might get knocked out in Game 5 here. Putting up a good fight, though. It will go to Game 6. We're putting up a good fight again now. And it's going to go to a Game 7. Can we get anywhere? 1 minute 23 to go. We're going to jump in here. Let's hop into the game then. The Jazz have called a timeout, or we have called a timeout. PJ Washington to inbound for the Dallas Mavericks. Gives up to Kyrie. He's going to try and drive in the lane. Open 3 for Kyrie. He drains it. 1 point lead Mavericks with 1 minute 16 to go. Inbound to Darryn Peterson. Screens from Jaren Jackson. Peterson's going to drive into the paint. A nice layup. 1 point lead now to us. As we are also in the bonus, so any foul, we will go to the 3-point line. It's Kyrie trying to work on Josh Giddey. Gets to the paint. Good defense from Giddey. Collected by Ace Bailey. He's going to drive up the court. Gives it to our star, Darryn Peterson. Is he going to drive to the paint? Knocks it out to Amen Thompson. Shoots, misses. Collected by Isaiah Collier. Kyrie with the jumper. It's in. 1 point lead Mavs again. Peterson's trying to try and work and gives up to Giddey. Gives back out to Peterson. He's going to drive into the paint, trying to work on his man. The fadeaway, it's off. Collected by Derek Lively, and we are going to foul with 23 seconds left. As the Mavs are now in the bonus, so they will go to the free throw line in this Game 7. Lively makes the first one, only 65% from the field in the playoffs. His second one also goes in. It's a 3-point lead to the Mavs. We need a 3-point to tie. As Josh Giddey's going to bring it up for us. Gets a screen from Jaren Jackson Jr. Gives it up to Darryn Peterson, who's going to get to the paint. His shot's off as well. We're going to have to foul again. And that is probably game over. If they make one free throw, that's game. And we are out. First free throw's made. Unless we get a timeout, it's game over. I don't think we have a timeout though, do we? No, we don't. That is game over. Yeah, I've been knocked out in Game 7. But to be fair, in only our second season, we were 1 win from the conference finals. As it's a Spurs-Pistons final. And the Spurs sweep the Pistons this time. The Pistons swept, can't remember, last year, 4-0. And they get the karma and swept 4-0 by the Spurs. Reject all these because the league meetings are just a bunch of bullshit. The draft lottery, are we anywhere? We don't have a draft pick, I don't think. We don't. So, I think we have a second rounder. 38th pick. We'll just pick up any Donny. This bloke will do. Team options, Oscar Wembanyama can stay. I don't want Cody Williams particularly, but is his defense alright or nah? It's okay. I feel like we can get someone better for Cody though, but 7 million, that's a lot of money for him. What is our salary cap? We're 81 million over. So Nick Claxton appears to be the one who is sort of hindering our salary here. So Nick Claxton, he's only 31 million as a backup centre. I mean, really, we could go get someone like Mitchell Robinson, maybe. Johnny Furphy, he seems like a good player, to be fair to him. We're going to pick up Johnny Furphy, but I don't think we should be giving up a pick. But it's only a second round at the end of the day, so I don't really mind it. As he feels as our starting three, but I want to bring him in back, but I don't know. Because he's not very efficient a shooter, but he's good at his defense. So we might want to bring him back just for that. We're going to agree him. And then we need a point guard after that. So let's bring in Bones and Nyland on a 2-year minimum. As Johnny Furphy can probably just maybe slide to. Johnny Furphy can slide to the 2 guard. Well, I don't really want him sliding there though. I kind of want him just playing a lot. Um, Can we trade away Cody Williams? Because I don't particularly like the bloke. Let's have a look. Derek Queen's up for grabs. Heinz Steinbach. Malachi Branham. He's had a brilliant season for the Clippers. Nero Senge. Caleb Holt. No, I'm going to go pick up Derek Queen, I think, and use Messi. That's a good trade. Use Messi as the backup. Jackson Hayes is going to, unfortunately, sit the bench as the backup four this time. Unless we can trade him away, which I don't really need to. Backup point guard. Backup shooting guard, sorry. Cam Whitmore's a good option. So is Jace Richardson. I might pick up Jace Richardson on a 3-year. 6 million. So, that's our team sorted, I believe. Progression. Bryce Sensabaugh. I don't want Bryce Sensabaugh, man. I might waive him, I think. Everyone does good. Giddy goes down 1, but he's still averaging good numbers. Into next season, then. Hopefully, we can get further in the playoffs. At next season now, I think our team is worthy of getting to the conference finals. Darryn Peterson's doing a good job for us. But Giddy should be playing more, I think, anyway. Having Derek Queen come off the bench is very good, I think, because he's good at his defense. Sexton's still here putting up good decent numbers. Jace Richardson might be playing a bit more than I want. Sexton might have to sit out, to be fair, because Richardson is doing a good job. I don't know what to do. Furphy has to play more. And then Thompson plays 32 minutes again. You've Messi 18. I don't know about Jason Richardson because I want Sexton playing as well because he's good. Can get to the basket. Maybe split the minutes a bit. Just play Sexton a bit less. That seems alright, but Gideon playing 27's a bit annoying. But we're gonna give Giddy 29 in the end. So let's start the season. Starting the season off, we're doing really well actually. Only losing 4 games. But now we're starting to fall off a bit. As we get into January, we still have 20 wins, but now we are battling for the 5th seed. But we're constantly falling down and coming back up. So in this conference, it must look quite tight, as we're going to look at the standings at the trade deadline. And yeah, it's very close. Everyone's battling for the 2 seed again. Crazy how the Grizzlies are already back up here after they traded away John Morant. At a trade deadline, Darryn Peterson 22 a night. Amen falls in numbers again, but that's probably going to be expected. Ace Bailey goes up to 16 a night. Jaren Jackson stays at around 17. He might have to go. Josh Giddey 16 a night again. Producive playmaker. Derek Queen doing good off the bench, only playing 23 minutes. Connor Sexton doing good and only playing 9 minutes. Jason Richardson good, 19 minutes as well. Johnny Furphy, after we signed him, is doing pretty well. I want to trade away Jaren Jackson and get a more dominant centre who's going to do a bit more. I get he's good at defence, but we need more taller players if we're going to win a if we're going to win, if we're going to want to win a championship. Can't get my words out. Anyone really want to trade for There's no real trades on it. Okay, what the fuck? Scoot Henderson's averaging 29 a night for Memphis. Cheers. Bam. He's smaller than Jaren Jackson. Is any team selling? The Knicks are selling. You could go get Cat. Pacers are selling. They don't have a good centre. They're selling the Timberwolves. We could go get Baringo. The Heat are selling. Should we go get Senge from the Timberwolves? Not Senge, Baringo, that was it. Jaren Jackson. Jaren Baringo. He's good at his rebounds, that's the thing. Can't afford him. We have to package someone up with him. Like, their salary is actually mental, by the way. Because they literally can't afford to give us anyone. We can't even trade for the bloke because they're 152 million over in the salary. So it looks like Jaren Jackson's going to have to stay for another season. As we are around that 4 seed again as we get to the contract extension deadline. We can re-sign this next season. Jackson Hayes probably going to want to leave if he's played no minutes. But we're having a really good spell of wins after the contract extension deadline. Only losing 2. Wemby MVP again, 30 a night, 14 boards. That's fucking Jesus. Where did we finish then? We were joint first seed with the Spurs. So we could actually go on here and do something. We're playing the Lakers with Luka and Walker Kessler. Dalton Connect actually playing well. Game 1 we win. We win game 2. We win game 3. We don't win game 4. We do get through in game 5 though. Now we're playing the 3 seed in Golden State of Brandon Miller, Jokic, and B Pods, but we shouldn't be scared of him because he can't shoot the ball. We lose game 1. We win game 2. Win game 3 and 4 and 5. We are in the conference finals against the San Antonio Spurs, but that team looks unstoppable. Dylan Harper a 94, Steph Castle a 90, and Wemby a 99. And they have 2 good shooters on their wing, Devin Vassell and Julian Champagny. This is going to be a tough game. We might get sweeps here. Game 1 we win. We win game 1. We win game 2. And game 3. No, there's no fucking chance we sweep the Spurs. There's no way. Yeah, I was going to say. Oh no, here comes the comeback. Game 5. Oh no. Game 5. Here we go. They're going to win 4-3 in the series. As they go to a game 6. We are up on Spurs. And we're running away with it. And we are in the NBA Finals in our 3rd season playing the Toronto Raptors. They're not very good either. Darryn Peterson, what's he doing in the playoffs? Points wise, 24 a night. Everyone doing their bit. Josh Giddey having almost a triple double. Game 1 in the finals. It's neck and neck with the Raptors. We lose game 1. Game 2 now. We just about win by 1 point. As Darryn Peterson, 43 points in 33 minutes. As we go to game 3. And we're going to lose game 3. We can't go two down. Game 4, we win. It's 2-2 in the series. As we go into game 5 now. We lose by 1 point. And now it goes to a game 6. If we lose game 6, that is us home and gone. We lose and the Raptors are NBA champions. That's really disappointing. We beat the Spurs good and we lose in the finals. But hopefully next year we can go do something. Because I feel like we have the right team to go do something. That's for sure. As Anthony Thompson, I don't know if we're going to re-sign him, but 11 million, and he's not really progressing much. I think we're going to decline him. Eve Meesey can come back, I think, because he's actually good off the bench. What else do we need? Small forward to back up a men. Herbert Jones, I like Herbert Jones as a player. Jake LaRavia is good. Johnny Furphy is a good player. I think I'm going to bring him back as well. As we look back up point guard, we can pick up Kobe Sanders, John Small, Brandon Williams. He's been balling out for Memphis and Sacramento. We're going to pick him up on a 2-year. Now we just need a centre. We do. Who's our 2 centres? Meesey and Jaren Jackson. So we're just going to need someone who's going to really sit the bench the whole season. But can do a job. We can't sign anyone if we have enough money. So Jaren Jackson, can we get anyone for him now as it is the off season? Not really. Again, we can't. We can bring a Sarr as well, the partner's brother, but progression. We go up again. Gilly goes down. Amen goes down. This team is so worthy of championship. In the new season, these are the minutes we are going to be rocking for this season. Giddy playing less minutes. I might look for a trade out for him and Darryn Jackson at the trade deadline. As we start the season off again, a good run of form again as we are fighting for that 1 seed again. We lost 10 games before December 28th. That's pretty decent. But now we're starting to lose a little tiny bit more. Hopefully we can just end that and go win some games again, which we are appearing to do. But at the trade deadline now, Darryn Peterson, 26 a night. What a player he's turned into. Ace Bailey, 18 a night. And then Thompson averaging 11 again. Jaren Jackson having his best season since 25-26. So is Josh Giddey having his best season. Jace Richardson having a good season as well. Johnny Furphy putting up good numbers again. No need to really change anything, I don't think. But we're still going to look for trades for Jaren Jackson and Josh Giddey. I don't think we're going to get centre for him. No, we're not. Josh Giddey. He's 33 million a year. That's fucking expensive. We could get Conker 13 million a night. Carrington. You know what? I'm going to bring Con and a first rounder. We're going to bring Con to the Utah Jazz. The reason he don't get many points, his shot tendency is terrible. He's still getting 15, 16 a night with this shot tendency, which I think is pretty ridiculous as he's such a good shooter. It's unbelievable. So we're going to adjust his shooting minutes as I think we're going to put Darryn Peterson at the point guard. I don't know why he goes down 2 ratings. But Concanepple is going to play the 2. I want Con to play 2, man. But Amen can play 2, I suppose. As Jace Richardson's going to slide back to the 2 guard. I think that's the trades we're going to do. Con, hopefully he cooks. As, where is my boy Con? He's down the bottom here. He's going to play about, we need him playing more than 29 minutes a game. And Men's going to go down a bit. So Con can play about. Trying to lower some players' minutes so Con can play a bit more. 34 a night. That will do for Con. So that's the roster after the trade deadline. So now we're going to sim all the way to the contract deadline. Because I believe Josh Giddey has, or is going to need a new contract. But I don't know whether to re-sign him or not. Where is Josh Giddey? Am I being an idiot? Oh, I'm such a fucking idiot. We traded him, didn't we? I'm actually so fucking idiotic. It's unbelievable. Jaren Jackson's going to need a new contract. I think we're going to re-sign him on the 2-year, 19 million. So his contract goes down massively, which is going to help our salary cap into next season hugely. But we've got to re-sign Darryn Peterson somehow. As now, we're going to sim to the end of the season, where we are at that 3 seed, battling for the 2 seed again. 60 wins, Wemby MVP, Elijah Arenas Rookie of the Year. That's a great year from him. As we do finish the 2 seed by 4 to the Thunder. As in game 1, we play the Houston Rockets. You have Keontae George, Jabari Smith, and Alfred Sengun. We win game 1, we win game 2, and game 3. We sweep them in 4, and we move on to the Spurs again, who are only the 3 seed this year. They win game 1, win game 2, we win game 3, they win game 4. I think we're going to be out here to the Spurs. We win as it goes to a game 5 now. I think that might be our time up. It is. We've been knocked out by the Spurs as the 76ers win the championship. That's the closest we got was last season to winning a championship. Which we only lost 4-2, to be fair. Now we have a lot of players who need new contracts, like Ace Bailey. He wants big bucks. Darryn Peterson, he also wants big bucks. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford this lot, to be honest. We're going to have to find a way to, though, aren't we? So, Amen Thompson, it might be your time up, mate. I don't think you're particularly the guy we need either. Because you're not particularly doing much for us. As... Should we pick up Let's pick up Braden Burries, who was actually at Boston last season. We're still 15 million over somehow. Because of Frederick Delk, who isn't going to play a game. So I don't know why he's even on the roster. We get 2 first-round picks for him. And Josh Giddey is there with his salary, holding us back a bit. We are currently ahead. We can re-sign everyone, but our salary cap is 33 million over now, though. But we have managed to get everyone back on the roster. So hopefully we have a better season this season. As we will pick up, I'm going to pick up Desmond Bain. I think he's pretty decent. Yeah, we'll pick up Desmond Bain on a 2-year. So we have a good roster. A backup point guard. I don't particularly want Brandon Williams, but he might have to do the job. As the progression is all up again. Darryn Peterson at 97. Jaren Jackson goes down at 1. So next season, I think we have a good chance of winning championship. The minutes for the new season, you're going to have Darryn Peterson playing 36, Con with 34. This team has really good potential to become a contender for the title. We already are a contender. Into the new season then. Starting off pretty mid. Somehow we're doing pretty awful. How are we doing terrible? That's just brilliant, isn't it? We're doing terrible when we have a 97, a 92. Yeah. I just love this game. It's just brilliant. At the trade deadline now. And Darryn Peterson's 28 night. Conkin 20. Ace Bailey 17. Jaren Jackson still doing a bit of a job. Braden Burry's doing good as well. But I still need to. I want to get Jaren Jackson off the roster for a centre. And that is the man we need. Not Zach Edey. Oh, Derek Lively's there as well for up for grabs. But I want to get Joe Beringa. I think he's a really good centre. But Derek Lively, he's also good, but contract-wise, I want to pick up Joe Beringa, to be fair. So we're going to do that at the deadline. So, Misi's not playing that many minutes because he's just not. Beringa, how many minutes he's playing? He's playing only 28 for the T-Wolves. So he can play 30 for us. As now we're going to sim the rest of the season. Holy, we're on a charge now, that's for sure. As Jace Richardson, he wants to re-sign. I'll give him 3 years, 19 million. Because he's doing pretty good. We're actually on a little bit of a charge here. We're almost at 50 wins already. As we're almost at that 2 seed. We are at the 2 seed now. Wemby wins MVP. Where did we finish in the end? The 2 seed to the Spurs. As in game 1, we're facing the Portland Trailblazers who have John Morant, Denny Avdia, and Shaden Sharp. We win game 1. We win game 2 and 3 and 4. We sweep them. As now we're playing Golden State. We have Brandon Miller and Nikola Jokic. Still have B pods, probably why they're going to lose. They win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3 and 4 and 5. Now we play the Spurs again. How do they have Babbitt Ollison as well? This team is actually ridiculous, to be fair to them. Game 1, we win. They win game 2. They win game 3. We win game 4. We win game 5. To beat the Spurs and go through to the finals. We get to the finals for a second time. But now we're playing back-to-back winners in the Philadelphia 76ers. And Jesus, they have a good team. That is unbelievable. So we're going to go into game 1 via the Simcast. We lose game 1 by 3 points. Game 2, We win that. And out of game 3, starting off losing. Coming back into the game a bit though, if we're going to lose this game. We do. Now into game 4. We do win that, and it's 2-2 in the series going into game 5. We're ahead quite a bit. We can't really bottle this now. Are we going to bottle it? How have we lost that game, by the way? We can't lose in the finals again. I'm not having that. I'm not having another loss in the finals. Now, this is win or go home for us. I think it's going to be a... This is looking like a close game, and it's scaring me again. We are ahead just about. I think we're just going to take this. We do. Now we go to a game 7. Oh, God. Into the game 7. I've got a bad feeling about this game. Lads, we can't bottle another lead. What? We were literally, in the third quarter, we were 19 points up. What are we doing, lads? Three minutes to go. It's a 5-point lead to the Philadelphia 76ers. We're going to lose this, I think. That's just going to be brilliant. And they've got a silly camera on. I don't want to use that camera. Piss off. Right. Why have we got the best players in the game? What the fuck are we doing? Jan Baringa gives it up to Derek Queen. Into Ace Bailey. Where are all our players? Are they all... Don't tell me they're all fucking fouled out. No. I don't know where they're not playing then. Braden Burries gets the ball. Gives it up to Baringa, who's in the paint. Good finish. Game's back to 3 now. Do we not have any timeouts? We don't have any timeouts left, I don't think. Maxey, he's going to bring the ball up for the Philadelphia. Gives it to VJ Edgecombe. Maxey looking for the ball back into the paint. Easy bucket. Braden Burries with poor defense there, to be fair. Braden Burries going to bring it up for us. We call a timeout. As expected, we need our best players in the game. Baringa. He's going to need to inbound it at some point. Gives it up to Kneppel, who gives it to Peterson. He's going to drive into the paint with a driving dunk. And it's a 3-point lead, Philadelphia now. Darryn Peterson with a great dunk to get us back in the game. VJ in the corner. Looking for the open man, Caleb Holt. Hits a 3, and it's in. The Philadelphia 76ers are well overpowered. Darryn Peterson now gives it given up to Baringa, who dunks it in. And it's a 4-point lead again to the 76ers. We need to just get a stop here and hit a 3, and we'll be good. We give the ball to Con if we need a 3. Caleb Holt gives it into Maxey. He's going to drive inside. It's good defense. Baringa with the rebound. Gives it up to Peterson. Kneppel into Richardson. It's a nice basket. 2-point lead. 1:25 to go. Win or go home for both teams here. We have bottled a 19-point lead if this happens. Maxey gets to the paint. Edgecombe with a 3. It's off. Good defense there. Con's going to bring it up for us. Trying to drive into the paint. Gives it up to Peterson. He's going to spin move into the paint. Can't get it. Gets the offensive rebound and gets it in. Poor miss there. But with great offensive rebound from Darryn Peterson. And he lays it up. And it's tie game. 53 seconds to go. Maxey drives in with the open midi. Just about goes in. Bubbling around the rim. 2-point lead now. Maxey. 12 points in 37 minutes. Not a great game from him. Baringa gives Peterson the screen. Just about lays the ball in there. It's a tough layup for Peterson. And it's a tie ball game. 40 seconds to go in Game 7 in the NBA Finals. Philly inbound. Given up to VJ Edgecombe, almost stolen by Jace Richardson. VJ is going to try and drive in on Jace Richardson. Gives up to Maxi, who's going to drive outside with a 3. It's off. Baringe with the rebound. Gives it to Darryn Peterson. Run the clock down. Who gives it to Ace Bailey. Back out to Baringe. To Jace Richardson. That's a poor ball. That's poor decision from Jace Richardson. That's awful. Just play the ball around and wait to the final shot. That is terrible from Jace Richardson there. Now he's given Philly a chance to take the lead with the last possession of the game. Maxi's trying to drive inside. 8 seconds on the clock. Blocked by Con. Timeout. What a block from Con Kneppel. We might have just about time to put a shot up, but it's gonna have to be a wide open man. Peterson. It's off, and we go to overtime. Oh, fucking hell. Only if Jace Richardson didn't maybe just throw the ball away, we would have been in a better state. We go into overtime. It's a 4-point lead to us, as Philly do have an inbound. Philly got to inbound the ball now. Gives up to Caleb Holt. Tyrese Maxey going to drive inside on Jace Richardson. Gives up to Caleb Holt. Gives it up to Maxey, who's going to wait for the screen. He gets the screen. Wide open 3. It's off. Baringe with the rebound. Jace Richardson going to drive the ball up. Gives it up to Baringe. Going to get to the paint. Misses the layup against Caleb Holt. And Caleb Holt, with good defense, going to bring it up on Jace Richardson. That's an easy basket for Caleb Holt. And it's a 2-point lead now. Con Kneppel plays a stupid pass all the way up the field to Baringe. And now Maxi's going to drive in to the paint. And he gives it up to their centre. And he misses an easy layup as well. Both the centres are having a mare doing their layups. Con Kneppel going to drive to the rim. He also misses. Caleb Holt collects the rebound again. And Philly have another chance at redeeming themselves. Maxi in the corner. He's going to drive inside again in the paint. Gives it out to Caleb Holt. VJ collects the open 3. It's off. Baringe with the rebound. Richardson just slow the play down. Ace Bailey with a tough bucket. It's a 4-point lead. We can't fumble a 4-point lead. Pretty much, it is a 2-possession game. We just need to score our free throws if they foul. Ball's inbounded to VJ Edgecombe to Maxi, who's going to drive inside the paint. It's an easy bucket for Maxi. And it's a 2-point lead now. Richardson going to drive to the rim. It's stolen by VJ Edgecombe. Jace Richardson with another stupid pass in the later state of the game. Maxi now is going to get it. He's going to drive to the rim on Baringe. Blocked by Baringe, and they're going to have to foul. I would not have given the ball to Jace Richardson. I would have just kept it because this guy is poor decision. But we aren't in the bonus, but I think Richardson's going to get the ball back. And he is going to go to the free throw line. Just make both the free throws and we're alright. Jace Richardson, first free throw. It's in. Efficient free throw shooter is Jace Richardson. Second is in as well. Philly called a timeout with 16 seconds to go on the clock. 16 seconds of pure heart race for the Utah Jazz. This could be their first championship in at least 15, 20 years. I don't remember the last time they won a championship, but I know it's a long time ago. VJ misses the open midi, and they're going to foul now as they give it back to Jace Richardson, sorry. And he's going to go to the line for another pair of free throws. Can he drain both of them? The first one is in as it bubbles in off the rim. His second free throw. He misses. But I don't think it's going to matter. There's 8 seconds on the clock. Philly are going to bring it up. VJ has to get the shot up. Someone does. Maxi with the shot. It's off. And the Utah Jazz win the NBA Finals and they are NBA champions. Darryn Peterson wins a ring and I believe his 5th season in the league, along with Ace Bailey, who actually didn't want to come to Utah when he got drafted in 2025. But now they've won a ring together. Darryn Peterson getting the Finals MVP as well. He put in a great performance. As I don't know what he averaged, but when I jumped in, he looked good. 49 points in the final game 7, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Joe Baringe, 21 rebounds, 10 points. As we do win the championship, Finals MVP, Darryn Peterson. Wait, don't tell me averaged 40 in the finals. In the playoffs, he averaged 36. Mate, this guy's like James Harden all over again. Except not in the playoffs, because he can't do it in the playoffs, because he's a flopper. Right. We win the championship. That was a quite entertaining rebuild. We got to 2 finals. We lost the first one, but not the second one. Thank you guys for watching, and leave any recommendations for rebuilds in the comment below. Thank you, and goodbye.